Hey Hawks, guess who? Okay, yeah. So I wanted to create an instructional video on the discussion for the sentence prompts, just so you guys know what I'm looking for and pretty much how to gauge what your particular grade will be for the discussion. So here's the thing. The discussion portion of this particular project is extremely important. Okay, it is a major grade. And so, with that being stated, I want to just make sure that we're all on the same page and that you guys clearly understand like what the expectations are going to be for this particular aspect or this particular part of the project. Okay, please excuse my children because they're 4 and life is not really about real stuff or serious stuff. It's all about playing all night, every day of the quarantine. Oh, anyway, okay, sorry. All right, so anyway, here we go. All right, so uh, the thing about discussions, okay, so look, when I was in college, um, even getting my master's, like guys, I was so over the discussion stuff, and I get it. A lot of times you feel like, why are they making me do this? Like, this really doesn't matter. But in actuality, it really, really does matter. I want to be able to see that you guys know how to have polite and correct and professional dialogue with one another about something. There's going to be a point in time when you are going to have a conversation with someone, right? And what they're thinking or how they feel may not be the same thing that you're thinking or how you feel. And so then maybe your opinion and their opinion is just going to collide. It's like not going to meet each other, right? So then you have to explain why you don't really believe that their opinion is valid. Or you need to explain why you think their opinion is valid and how you can, completely relate to whatever it is they're stating. Like, these are the reasons why it's important for you guys to just kind of participate in a discussion. Okay. So here's the thing. At this particular point, I'm pretty sure that we are still holding classes online. Okay. Keep in mind that I am recording this during the summer. All right. So if we are back in class, then that's even better, but you are still required to do this. Okay. Whether we are in class or online. All right. So I'm just going to go over the instructions really quick. All right. So, it says, based on the completed getting to know you sentence prompts, please share out 3 responses and respond back to 3 other students. So here's the deal. As far as you guys should know, I am the only person that is going to read all of your responses to your sentence prompts. So you don't have to worry about being judged or everybody finding out what you wrote. It's confidential. Nobody has to know everything that you wrote. Here's what I want you guys to do for the discussion. I want for you guys to choose 3 things that you don't mind sharing out to your classmates, okay? And I want you to just basically, like, you can have your name, type your name into the discussion post. And then after the discussion post, when you type your name, you can just go ahead and just write down or type down the 3 different sentence prompts that you're going to answer. Okay. Or if you just kind of want to, if you want to screenshot each sentence prompt that you want to share with your classmates, you can do that as well. Okay. I just need to see that you are demonstrating 3 different concepts, ideas, sentence prompts that you are willing to share out to your classmates about you. Okay. Now, here's the deal. Okay. You are also going to share out not just the sentence prompt, but how you answered or how you answered that sentence prompt. Some of the sentence prompts are going to ask you to complete the sentence, and some are going to ask you to just list certain things. Okay, so you need to be able to show it in its entirety. Got it? So it's 3 different things. Got it? Or 3 different questions or 3 different numbers. Okay. There's a question that's going to say list 4 something. Okay, I forgot what the actual question was, but you can't just copy that because it has 4 different answers and you show me 3. That's not going to work. That only counts as 1. Okay, so it has to be 4 separate questions on the getting to know you list. Wait, not 4. My bad. Wait, three. Sorry. Okay. So it has to be three separate questions. Okay. So here's the deal. Once you display what your three different questions were that you're willing to share out with your classmates, I then need for you to go back and look at your other classmates' post and kind of see what they're willing to share out. Okay. And so here's the deal. You saying, I agree, yay, I'm the same way, that's not going to work for a grade. Okay. I need for you guys to kind of expound a little bit more on that. So, in other words, let's just say that one of the things I want to share about myself, or maybe something that people would not think about me, is that, let's see, during 2019, I was involved in two separate car accidents. Okay, no, one in 2019, one in 20, where I was hit in my car by two different people. The first accident, I was actually modeling, and because I got hit and I have permanent damage to my spine now, I can't model anymore because I can't do all the walking and the runways and photo shoots and all that stuff. But I'm not saying that for y'all to feel sorry for me. I'm just saying that because that's something that a lot of my students were shocked. I don't know, looked me up, which is kind of weird. Y'all don't. That's weird. But yeah, they did. And they're like, Miss, were you a model? And I was just like, yeah. And I was like, wait. I was like, did you Google me? But yeah, they did. So, but anyway, that's just one of the interesting facts, right? So let's just say that I shared that about me on my sentence prompt. And that's one of the things that I don't mind other people knowing, right? So then what if I said that was one of my most challenging times, right? But then you also had a very challenging time that you had to get through, right? So then maybe your response is, thank you for sharing your accident with us. And then you can maybe type something like, a long time ago, I also experienced the same thing, and I got over it by doing this, this, and that. I wish you well on your healing journey or something. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Lifetime and ID channel. Yeah, I don't know. That kind of sounded weird. But anyway, it's kind of something like that. Okay, so then you guys just respond appropriately, but just make sure that you're responding back in complete sentences. Okay, so here's what let's just go over the rules. Okay, so because y'all know I can get off topic because I'm kind of random. So anyway, all right. So it says you cannot respond to the same student more than once. And here's where I'm reading from. If you guys look at my cursor, you guys should be able to see it. Okay, number 2. Appropriate responses to someone's post should look like the following. Not A, but first dot. Okay, bullet point 1. Ask a probing question or ask your classmate for a clarification or an explanation of a point made in the post. Okay, or share an insight or something you learned from reading your peers' posting or from your other reading. Okay. Share an insight or something you've learned from reading your peers' posting or from your other readings. Okay, did that make sense? I read it twice because I think the first time I had too many pauses and maybe it didn't make sense. Wait, was that weird? Because I kind of thought in my head maybe that was just too many pauses. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Okay, anyway. So next, explain how someone's post helped you understand the material or made you rethink your own views and give examples. Offer opinion and support it with examples. Okay, it should be offer your opinion. Okay, I'm gonna go back and correct that because for real, I do have degrees and this doesn't read like I do, I'm tripping. All right, anyway, next. Relate the information that your classmate has shared and relate it to something similar that you have experienced. Remember when I gave my example and then the response was kind of I have been in car accidents too, and this is what I recommend you do. That's just pretty much what it's talking about. And just make sure you're doing complete sentences. Okay, nobody's asking you guys to be Dr. Phil. Nobody's asking you guys to write something deep because you're just going to change someone's life because you have this thought and they need to hear it to fix their lives. It's not that dramatic. Okay. But just respond, okay? And just make sure you respond in one of those particular ways, okay? Challenge a statement in the post. If you would not let the statement go unchallenged in our class discussion, do not let it go unchallenged on the discussion board. Now, that does not mean drop down, drag out, fight, mama jokes and boo and like, yeah, we're not doing that, okay? Like, don't go overboard with this. Got it? Okay. Let's make that the last resort for you to challenge somebody's statement. Okay. You don't want to be known in a class as a person that's always going to do that for every discussion post, right? That's not cool. But if you have to do it, then that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to say what you got to say. But I'm just saying, let's just not make it always about you challenging people's post. Okay. All right. So, number 3, here's something you definitely need to know. Okay. Inappropriate responses will cause a significant decline in your score. So, here's what this means, guys. This is a test grade. Okay. It's a test grade because it's making sure that you guys are, number 1, that you're reading the information, number 2, that you're internalizing the information, number 3, that you're processing the information, and 4, that you're able to go back and respond appropriately to the information. Okay, whether that's you trying to problem solve the information, or whether that's just you regurgitating the information, or whether you're just trying to explain it in another viewpoint. Okay, so it's a simple task, but it's actually a lot of things that go behind it. Okay. All right. So do not type I agree, period, and be done. That's not adequate. That's not going to work for your grade. The moment you type I agree, period, is the moment you're going to get F, period. Got it? Okay. Me too. That's not going to work if that's the only thing you're writing. That's great. It's not going to work if that's all you're writing, or anything similar to that. Don't do that. Okay. This is meant to be a serious assignment. When I say serious, meaning that there are different things I have to check for as far as me checking to see if you understand what it is you're supposed to do. And I can't gauge whether or not you're able to read something, decipher it, categorize it possibly, or even just kind of regurgitate it, or even to make sure that you're able to say something in response to it that's intellectual. Okay, so I have to kind of look at what you write and kind of gauge your understanding from that. And you saying I agree, I don't agree, yeah, yay, boo, like that's not going to work. Okay, I know y'all wouldn't do that anyway, but I just had to say it for the other people at other schools that are taking this class in case they're watching our video, because I know y'all wouldn't do that, right? Yeah. Okay. So, make sure that when you are responding to someone, please make it thought provoking. If at all, if you can make it encouraging, that would be great. Okay. It's not required, but it is. I would like for you guys to do that. At the end of the day, make sure your response is intellectual. Okay. It needs to reflect your intellectual integrity, and it needs to reflect your intellectual, it needs to reflect an intellectual you are, period. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It just has to reflect that. Okay. You don't get high school credit for doing middle school work. It doesn't work that way. So you guys are expected to kind of step it up a little bit. All right. If there is a question as to what is acceptable for this assignment, by all means, please reach out to me. I'm here if you need any help. Other than that, I will check you guys out later. Bye.